going, so that anytime the Eagles play in Abuja, there is plenty of support for them. It's time for us to go on our first break on Sports Tonight. And during the break, we'll bring you an important message for Arsenal fans. And then we'll bring you an interview with Abba-Yola, one of the presidential candidates for the NFF elections that will be taking place in Warri, September 30. We'll bring you that, and then we'll come back for more on Sports Tonight.
I think it is high time we have a new beginning in Nigerian football. The reasons are none other than the fact that for the first 8 or 12 years, we have never gotten it right. Anytime there is an election, there is crisis. Why? Basically, these crises are man-made because we simply sometimes tend to forget that the name of the organization to which we want to aspire to assign ourselves to rule or to lead is called the Nigerian Football Federation. Vis-a-vis anything that you have to do, you have to take very good interest and very good care of first, who are you serving? The first person you will think of serving is that you are serving the Nigerian people. Who comes first? The Nigerian government. Who comes second? Other interests and other stakeholders. We have this issue of people here, NFF here, government here, stakeholders here. Everybody must be brought together. We must bring everybody together to make one nice and happy family. That family should be devoid of any wranglings. Everybody should understand his bounds and his limit. Once we understand our bound and our limit, we will not have it wrong. Everything must be done according to the books. We will have to lay it on the table. Everybody will know if you are this, you are this. If you are this, you are this. I wouldn't want to like anybody to interfere into any other person's role. I will ensure that the welfare of the players, the coaches, and the staff of the NFF are utmost in my thinking. We will give them their rightful place. If I can take you back to last year's Premier League, there was no club that had it good in terms of welfare like Kano Pillars. I stand to be corrected. And I will initiate this kind of thing whereby the players will be the most important elements in the administration of football in this country. I would want to ensure which is very key to what people have been talking about, a very robust marketing drive that will bring more money into the coffers of the NFF. Because if you look at it, it is only Brazil, I think, and Nigeria that can comfortably compete in terms of participation in FIFA-organized competitions. Well,
you've had the words of Abdullahi Abba-Yola, a candidate for president, Nigerian Football Federation, in the forthcoming elections that will be taking place on the 30th of September in Warri, Delta State. And we want to also say that if you feel you will have the time and you are a candidate going into the NFF elections, it doesn't matter whether it's for president or for vice president or for just ordinary board member, you want to come and talk about what you think you can bring to Nigerian football, we will always make this platform available to you to come and talk about what you think will move this game forward in Nigeria. If you think you have the chance, the opportunity to make it down, this platform will be available to you so that we can hear you and hold you accountable to whatever you promise once you get into office. You just listen to Abba-Yola, and we will try to get a lot more of these presidential candidates across to you so that you can judge for yourself if they will be able to move the game forward in Nigeria or not. Onye, one thing we've talked about going into these elections is that the candidates that have turned out, I'm not sure we've had such an incredible list of prominent qualified Nigerians that have turned out seeking to be NFF president in a long while.
Yeah, I agree with you, Tony. And we just listened to Abdullahi Abba-Yola, well-experienced football administrator. He made mention of Kano Pillars. You know, last year and even this year, you know, the structure that have been put in place in that club, you know, has ensured that the team performed very well year in, year out. And when you motivate the players, the team, everybody is on the same page, they have focus. then they don't have any excuse not to do well. So if he's able to replicate that,
NFF is not Kano Pillars.
No, but
It's a bigger state, but
from the where you're coming from, we must know your background, your antecedent.
You must have shown that you can deliver at a smaller level
what you'll be able
before
to
you
do.
seek a bigger one.
And Pillars, by no means, it's not even a small team in the north. It's one of the biggest, because when you go to Kano and watch, you've been there, no, they have been there, to watch Pillars play in Kano. It's almost like a national team, because the stadium is jam-packed, and they are so emotional. So you even have a lot to contend with, the emotions of the fans, how to treat them, how to massage their ego, how to move along with them. So I think this is good for the Nigerian Football Federation, that people of this nature are vying for the exalted position.
All right, let's run through what you have on your screen, because yet another candidate has joined the race for NFF presidency. You'll find out as you read through with us what you have on the screen. Just an update for you on what the latest is as we count down to September 30. And well, the Electoral Committee, the deadline for sale of forms, and for those that bought forms before, for revalidation of your candidacy, it's today. The deadline, it's today. Wednesday. Tonight, I think 12 noon. 12, no, not noon. 12 midnight is the deadline for you. If you don't do it before 12 midnight, I think it's all over for you. And then the screening of fresh candidates, those that have already been screened, they said you don't need a fresh screening. You've been screened before, you don't need to go through another round of screening. But the screening of fresh candidates will take place tomorrow. And then maybe Thursday, they will bring out the list of candidates for all the positions. But check out that one. A former presidential aide under President Olusegun Obasanjo, and a former lawmaker as well, member of the House of Reps, Lumumba Ade, interestingly from Jos, Plateau State, has joined the race for the NFF presidency. And that now brings to, I think, eight now, the number of persons seeking to be NFF president. And then this one, Suleiman Muazu, who was one of the key men in the Gewa group, has joined the race to be the vice president of the Nigerian Football Federation in the September 30 elections. Suleiman Muazu is the chairman of Sokoto FA. And then this one, NFF President Aminu Megiri returned from Zurich today from the FIFA Player Status Committee. And once it got down to the airport, it was picked up by officials of DSS. That's the Department of State Security. What for, one is not sure, but I'm sure maybe it's routine. Come and explain a few things as we count down to the elections. Maybe that's why it was picked up. But those are just the updates for you around the elections of the Nigerian Football Federation that will be taking place September 30. That's next Tuesday in Warri, Delta State. All right, let's bring you the profile today. Two more candidates. Yesterday we brought you the profile of Amanze Uchegbolam and Shehu Diko. Today we are bringing you the profile of Taiwo Ogunjobi and Mike Ume. Let's start with Taiwo Ogunjobi. Taiwo Ogunjobi, I mean, one thing that we know about this man is passionate about the game. All his life has been about the game. Let's see his profile that we've been able to put together for you. He's an ex-international, played the game for Nigeria at a lot of levels. He's also a businessman, runs a successful business in Ibadan, Oyo State. He's a seasoned club administrator. He's played, he's coached, he's administered at all levels, club football in Nigeria. He's the former Nigeria Football Association Secretary General, and is also a former NFF Technical Committee Chairman under the Sanilulu Board from 2006 to 2010. He's also a very seasoned, experienced CAF match commissioner. He's been in and out of the game.